Claude Opus 4.7 just dropped a few hours ago. Every video and every article that you'll find on the internet is covering the exact same thing. We're looking at the benchmarks and saying, oh, it got so good at coding, it got so good at this, talking about the SWE benchmarks that they're doing and how that's crushing all of the competitors. But honestly, if you're not a developer, that doesn't mean anything to you. And because I run a marketing agency and implement Claude Code and everything we build into actual business use cases and workflows, I want to show you what Opus 4.6 can actually do for your business versus just beating the benchmark. Let's look at some of the highlights directly. It is better at following instructions. For those of you that have given it a lot of big long prompts across several skills, or maybe you were creating the skill at the time, even though it was super intelligent, it started to skip stuff, it started to assume things, hallucinate in between, and just skip certain steps. And this is really something that I think has improved. So until now, I don't know, I haven't tried crazy complex things, but I've noticed that this has become significantly better just by using it today. I think one really cool thing is this image resolution to 2500 pixels. I hope you were using flows where it used screenshots to automatically check its work. You'll realize that this is now so much better that it can actually dig into the smaller numbers and really figure out what's working and what's not, versus before it was just kind of guessing. And there it would again hallucinate. For example, if you gave it an example website and you said, hey, I want you to do it exactly the same as this website, and then it would go around and make screenshots. These are now so much better. It also comes with this new feature called Ultraview, which specifically should be used for coding tasks, where it will spin off a bunch of different agents to look for security, UI, UX, and different parts of the app or the code that you have available. However, you could also use Ultraview to look at projects like landing pages and dashboards and whatever you want for your client specifically. It is notably to note that it is now using more tokens as well. Again, especially if you're going to use the max thinking capability, which I talk about a lot as well. If you realize that the thinking kind of has dropped and it's just skipping certain parts, you may want to consider typing in Claude/effort. So if you're in Claude Code, you type in /effort, and then you get to choose between high, max, and now X high as well, which is something in between high and max. That's kind of cool. If you didn't really want to use max because you thought that was too much, but you want something a little bit more than initially put there, X high might be for you. I think one of the coolest features though, which they don't even talk about in this blog post, is that now different models can call other models. You can have a workflow designed in Sonnet, and it will then automatically call the Opus model if it doesn't know how to do something or if it gets caught up, and it will call that one for help and then solve the problem and then continue on using Sonnet. Depending on your workflow and what you're trying to do, that might be really interesting to try out as well as they call the other models.